She said she was too tired to celebrate my birthday, then posted a rooftop photo with the caption, "Glad I spent tonight with people who matter." I called and said, "It's okay, I had a surprise gift for you. Maybe I'll just return it." She showed up at my door 20 minutes later, smiling, only to find I wasn't home and a note taped to the door that read, "Welcome home, cheater." 17 missed calls later, she's still outside. You know that sinking feeling when you realize the person you've been with for 2 years isn't who you thought they were? That moment when everything clicks into place and suddenly all those little things that never quite made sense finally do? Yeah, that was my Tuesday night. For context, I'm Alex, 32. My girlfriend Rachel, 29, and I have been together just over 2 years. We've maintained separate apartments, enjoying our independence, while still spending most weekends together. Things had been mostly good, the usual ups and downs, but nothing major. At least that's what I thought. Tuesday was my birthday. Nothing milestone, just turning 32. I'm not big on celebrations, but Rachel had mentioned doing something small, just the two of us. I made a dinner reservation at this Italian place we'd been wanting to try. Nothing fancy but nice enough for a birthday dinner. Around 4 p.m., Rachel texted, "Hey, I don't think I can make dinner tonight. Work emergency, plus exhausted." Rain check? Disappointed but understanding, I replied, "No worries. Everything okay at work?" "Just the usual drama. Sorry about your birthday. We'll celebrate this weekend, promise. Love you." I canceled the reservation, ordered takeout instead, and settled in for a solo birthday evening. A few friends texted birthday wishes, including my buddy Chris, who's been my friend since college. He and Rachel never quite clicked. Not hostile, just different wavelengths, but they maintained a polite relationship for my sake. Around 9 p.m., as I was halfway through a movie and some pad thai, my phone pinged with a message from Chris. "Dude, I thought you were having dinner with Rachel tonight?" My girlfriend just sent me this from her Instagram stories. Attached was a screenshot of Rachel's Instagram story, a group photo on some rooftop bar downtown. She was front and center, cocktail in hand, looking anything but exhausted. The caption read, "Glad I spent tonight with people who matter." People who matter. On my birthday, after canceling on me claiming exhaustion, I sat there staring at that screenshot, takeout container cooling in my lap, as everything began to slot into place. The increasing cancellations over the last few months, the defensiveness when I'd ask about certain friends, the way she'd position her phone away from me when texting, the work events that somehow never had photos. Chris followed up, "Sorry man, Jenna just saw it and thought I should know. Rachel Limited, who can see her stories a while back. Jenna's still on the approved list, I guess." That explained why I hadn't seen it myself. Rachel had apparently curated her social media so I wouldn't see certain posts. How long had this been going on? Instead of firing off an angry text, I decided on a different approach. I called her. She picked up on the fourth ring, loud music and voices in the background. "Hey, everything okay?" She was practically shouting over the noise. "Yeah, just checking in. How's the work emergency going?" I kept my voice casual, curious. "Oh, we just wrapped up. I'm about to head home and crash." The music seemed to get quieter, like she was moving somewhere less noisy. "That's good. Listen, I'm sorry about dinner. It's okay, really. I had a surprise gift for you, actually. Something I've been planning. Maybe I'll just return it." "A gift? For me? But it's your birthday." She sounded genuinely confused. "Yeah, well, it was something special. Doesn't matter now." There was a pause, then with audibly renewed interest. "What kind of gift?" "Nothing important. Get some rest, you sound tired." I hung up before she could respond. 8 minutes later, she texted, "What was the gift?" I didn't respond. 12 minutes after that, "I'm actually feeling better now. Could I come over?" I waited a few more minutes, then replied, "Sure. I'll be here. On my way. 15 minutes tops." The thing is, I wasn't going to be there. I quickly grabbed my keys, wallet, and a notepad. I wrote a simple message, taped it to my front door, and left through the back entrance of my building just as an Uber pulled up out front. Perfect timing. From my car parked around the corner, I watched Rachel get out of her Uber, practically bouncing with anticipation. She didn't look tired at all. She was wearing a dress I hadn't seen before, makeup perfect, hairstyled. Coming straight from a work emergency, right? She walked up to my door, noticed the note, and froze. Even from a distance, I could see her expression shift from excited to confused to horrified as she read the words I'd written. Welcome home, cheater. Yes, I saw the Instagram post. People who matter? Guess I know where I stand now. Don't bother explaining. Your stuff will be in a box by the door tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night with people who matter. She immediately started calling me. I silenced my phone and watched as she pounded on my door, peering through windows. After about 10 minutes of this, she sat down on my doorstep, still calling repeatedly, then alternating with texts. It's not what you think. Please let me explain. You're completely misunderstanding. Just answer your phone. This is ridiculous. Over an Instagram post. I started my car and drove to Chris's place, where he'd already offered his couch for the night. By the time I arrived, I had 17 missed calls from Rachel, and about twice as many texts, each more desperate than the last. The next morning, I woke up to another dozen missed calls and a novel's worth of texts. The most recent, I'm still outside your apartment. It's 6 a.m. Please talk to me. Part of me felt a twinge of guilt. Had I overreacted to an Instagram post? But then I remembered the elaborate lie about a work emergency, the exhaustion, and the deliberate hiding of her social media from me. This wasn't just about one night or one post. This was a pattern. I texted back once. Go home, Rachel. I'll contact you when I'm ready to talk. She replied instantly. Please, you don't understand. Can I please explain in person? It's not what you think. Against my better judgment, I agreed to meet her for coffee at a neutral location, a cafe downtown where we'd be in public. I needed answers, not more lies. When I arrived, Rachel looked terrible, still in last night's clothes, mascara smudged, clearly hadn't slept. As soon as I sat down, she launched into her explanation. It wasn't a date, it was just friends from work. I know how it looked, but I cut her off. I never said it was a date. I said you lied about being too tired from a work emergency, then posted about being with people who matter on my birthday after canceling our plans. That's what hurts. I know, and I'm so sorry. It was stupid. The post was thoughtless. I didn't mean you don't matter. Then why hide your Instagram stories from me? Chris's girlfriend saw it, but somehow I couldn't. You've been curating what I see, Rachel. For how long? She looked down at her coffee. A few months, but it's not what you think. Then what is it? That's when she dropped the bombshell. I've been trying to make you jealous, she admitted, her voice small. Things have felt, I don't know, routine lately. You've been distracted. I thought if you saw me having fun without you, maybe you'd pay more attention? Try harder? I sat back, stunned. So you deliberately asked Jenna to show Chris that Instagram story knowing he'd send it to me? She nodded, unable to meet my eyes. I didn't think you'd react like this. I thought you'd just, I don't know, want to spend more time with me or something. So there was no work emergency? You lied about being tired, so you could go out on my birthday, post about it where you knew I'd eventually see it, all to manipulate me into trying harder? When you put it like that, it sounds awful. Because it is awful, Rachel. It's manipulative and childish. If you felt neglected, you could have talked to me like an adult. I tried. You always say everything's fine. And this was your solution? Lying and manipulative games? I shook my head. This isn't how healthy relationships work. I know. Tears were streaming down her face now. I messed up. I didn't think it through. But I love you, Alex. Please don't throw away 2 years over one stupid mistake. It's not just one mistake though, is it? You've been doing this for months by your own admission. Creating fake drama for, what? Attention? To test me? I stood up. I need some time to think about this. All of it. As I walked out, she called after me. What about the gift? Was there really a surprise gift? I turned back. No, Rachel. There was no gift. That was a test. One you failed spectacularly. You canceled on my birthday, lied about why, then came running when you thought there was something in it for you. I blocked her number later that day. Dropped a box of her things with the front desk at her building. It's been 2 weeks now. She's tried reaching out through mutual friends, even showed up at my workplace once. Security escorted her out. Yesterday, I received a handwritten letter in the mail. 10 pages of apologies, explanations, and promises to change. She admitted to having played similar tests throughout our relationship, intentionally mentioning other guys to gauge my reaction, creating fake emergencies to see how quickly I'd respond, purposely posting ambiguous social media content, hoping to make me jealous. The rooftop wasn't even with coworkers. It was with friends who were in on the plan to make me jealous. The People Who Matter caption was deliberately crafted to hurt me just enough to wake me up to the possibility of losing her. 2 years of what I thought was a good relationship, and it turns out I was just an unwitting participant in her emotional games. I haven't responded to the letter. I'm not sure I will. Some betrayals aren't about sex or other people. They're about trust and respect. She had none for me, for our relationship, or apparently for herself. Sometimes the trash takes itself out. All it needed was a little note on the door to show its true colors. AITA. Thanks for all the comments. To the people saying I should have just talked to her first, I get it, but the Instagram post wasn't what ended our relationship. It was the elaborate lie about why she couldn't celebrate my birthday, followed by the revelation of months of manipulative behavior. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Edit 2. For those asking about the cheater accusation, may be technically incorrect since I don't have evidence of physical cheating, but emotional manipulation and deliberately hiding things from your partner falls under relationship infidelity in my book. Call it what you want. The end result is the same. Edit 3. Update. It's been a month now. Rachel eventually stopped trying to contact me after I made it clear through a mutual friend that I wasn't interested in reconciliation. Last I heard, she's telling people I was emotionally unavailable, and that's why she had to test my commitment. Bullet dodged.